doing? She just went in the room. Come here. You practically jumped on her before she left. Where are you going? She's fine. You're going to go find her. Come on. Doing? What are you doing, little girl? You are so cute. What are you doing? Hi Claire, hi Corey, hi Kathy, hi Joe, hi October, hi Michelle, hi Podcat, hi Vera, hi Lizzie. Tax time, well the craziness of tax time usually ends by April 15th. We'll see. And then there's the clients that file extensions. What are you doing? Why won't you come in? are the girls? Are they keeping you warm? It must be freezing out there. I assume if it's cold here, it's colder there. Scary. Did he scare you, Coral? Aww. The snow, I can see the snow up in the hills, but I'm not like right next to it. It would be a drive to get to it. Can you push the couch back? No, Baldy? Maybe. I don't know. I don't usually go to the snow. I just look at it and think that's pretty. Hi, Corey. Hi, Tim. Hi, Denise. Well, I know a lot of my friends drove up to like Big Bear and Mammoth to go skiing this holiday. Oh, Martini. She's really trying to smell Nala. No, I know it. She's like, who's that cat flipping around? But I mean, there's snow in places like Palmdale, where like areas that don't typically get snow out here, they've gotten snow. And last night it was windy, really windy and freezing. So I'm sure there's a ton of snow. Yeah, the grapevine was shut down. Cars keep getting stuck places. That's why it's better just to stay home. I have friends who were like stuck at the airport for hours. No, no, no. Martini. You can get it. Koalas fight? I thought they were too stoned to be violent. In a truck? Sacramento? Yeah, just driving to get my new tire today was enough to prove to me that I shouldn't leave the house when after or during the holidays, because people are just crazy. They were like people driving like they weren't even paying attention. It was crazy. Like, are you all drunk? Maybe they're all drunk. And everybody obviously was puncturing their tires because they were literally, I walked into the tire place and there were like 20 people in there. Usually there's like 3. Wait, she's moving to Sacramento for a bunch of months, so not permanently? I'm so confused. Hi, Amy. Ah. What about her kitty? Hi, cat. Oh. Good drugs, yay. Claire, what are you watching? Are you sure they weren't trying to mate instead of fighting? Because I don't want to watch the video. It's going to be sad. I want to keep my happy picture of koalas in my head. But I think you should stay hopeful, Claire, because in a lot of the descriptions I've heard of people who say they've seen Sasquatch, they rarely go on about the sounds that they're making. It's Coral, are you okay? She scared herself. Are you okay? Where'd she go? Are you all fluffed up for her, Nala? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've ever heard that. Maybe they've said Sasquatch were making noises. Yes, Vera. What are you doing? Is she okay? Coral. Oh, little baby. Coral, are you okay, baby? Coral. Coral. Well, I can't listen to the noise while I'm on YouTube. Lissy, right? Just hope you never have to, like, you're never walking through a forest and you hear a goat, because that's scary. On Christmas Day, if you're gonna threaten me and say that I've been watching something like that, don't do it on Christmas. How dare you? Nana, what are you doing? Coral hiding. There she is. Coral, you're fine. What are you doing? I've never gotten that email. I only get the calls from the IRS. And supposedly there's one now where they're calling and saying that there's something wrong with your Amazon Prime membership. So if you ever get a phone call from Amazon, supposedly, that you need to give them all your information for your Amazon Prime, do not do it. Your voicemail is in Chinese? Maybe because of your first name? Okay, baby. See, all those years you thought, why do I need to learn Mandarin? And now we know, if only. Coral, you okay? She's scared still. They yell at you in the message? Yeah, I never answer them. If by chance they trick me into answering the phone because the number looks familiar or something, I just constantly repeat, who's calling? Who's calling? What? Who's calling? Is it Nala? Just start meowing at them. They won't know what to do. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Right, Coral? Meow, meow. I just go, what? 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 Who? What? And then they get annoyed and hang up on me. I had one call and pretend to be AT&T, and I had actually been dealing with AT&T like the week before. So at first I was like, oh, maybe they were supposed to call me back. And then I realized they said something like about customer service, and I was like, no, you don't sound like customer service. And then I was like, you didn't renew my contract, and they hung up on me. Just start yelling. Just yell at everybody. If they're serious, they'll try to walk through it. If not, they'll go away. I boiled sweet potatoes in the big one, and I used the frying pan for onions and mushrooms. You know, I mean, the bottom line is that like the ones that are bad for you that have like the Teflon are just easier to use because things slide off easily, and they're just so easy to clean. But the stainless steel ones will last longer, and it's just I have to adjust to not killing myself with toxins and not having things slide off quite as easily. Hi, Dorian. What are you doing? Oh, what? Yeah. You're so cute. You're so cute. Yeah. What? 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 Hi, Anne. What? What? You have claws. What? What? What is it, baby? Come here. What are you doing? You come in my lap? No, you want to know what Nala's doing. Come on. Oh, this face. Yeah. This little face. You're so cute. Yeah. doing? You know better. No, you're so cute. You're so cute. The chattiest cat I ever had was Johnny. He just would talk all the time. Hi, you want to come in my lap? Coral is very selective about when she talks. I think out of my cats, the chattiest one. Well, Fig talks sometimes, but then she's quiet the rest of the time. Fiona talks to herself. Fiona will be in the kitchen on the table just talking to herself. Sammy? No. How did that happen, Kathy? Out the garage? No. What are you looking at? What is baby? I have constructive arguments with myself, especially in the car. Where like I'll start getting pissed off at all the drivers, and then I'll be like, Sarah, you need to calm down. Just listen to another podcast. Relax. And then I'll be like, shut up, Sarah. They don't know how to drive. And then I'll be like, but Sarah, it doesn't help you to be that angry. And then I'll be like, okay, fine, I'll listen to another podcast. I did get my tire fixed. They said that it must have been impact from, I mean, a lot of the roads out here are bad. So I know I didn't bump into a curb because I don't bump into things on the driver's side, only on the passenger side when I'm parking. Will I like bump into the curb? So I must have been on like a bumpy road, and I mean, there's a number of things that can cause it, but they were like, yep, we gotta change that, give you another tire. So they gave me another tire. It was big enough that they walked over and they were like, oh, yeah, that needs to be replaced. And he said, when he said you could have bumped, I'm like, who bumps into anything on the driver's side? There's nothing to bump into on the driver's side. You're not parking next to a curb. I'm not hitting cars. So the only thing is driving on like bad roads. That's what I think if I like, right? Where I'm like, shut up, Sarah. Yeah. It was right near, was it right near the rim? So obviously it was bad, so they changed it out. I think Kathy said it could be from impact. And I'm sure that it can, but I know, trust me, I totally admit to bumping into stuff on my passenger side, but on the driver's side it doesn't happen. So it had to have been from the roads. Like I haven't driven over a curb or anything like that. I think it was a defect. Because I've had tires that have lasted on these roads for years and years and years. And I got this tire in June of 2018. So I think it's not the cheapest tire either, but it's not the most expensive. But that's why I got the warranty thingy. Yeah, no off-roading in this car. The good thing, as annoying as it is my car is really sensitive to imbalance in my tires. So the minute that there's any slight imbalance in them, the signal goes off. So usually if something happens, I will catch it right away. But it's so sensitive that like if there's the slightest shift in air pressure in one of my tires, it goes off. And when I first started driving this car, I would like rush to the tire place and be like, "There's something wrong," and the guy was like, "Yeah, the temperature's changed or something, and here you just need air." And then Kirby told me how to read one of those air pressure things. And where to find the number that I need to look for on the door jamb of the car. And now I just check my air pressure when that happens. I know I'm an aggressive driver, but I'm a safe driver. The problem is that in Los Angeles, there's a lot of potholes in the streets, especially in the streets that I have to take in order to get to the other side of the city. If I were just on the freeway, it would be a lot easier on my car, but I take streets a lot, and I'm definitely going through potholes. Yeah. Street racer. Thanks, Kirby. Well, because Kirby told me not to get the digital thing and to just get the regular one. And by doing that, I realized when you use the air gauge thing at the gas station that it has the number thing on it. I never understood. I never understood what those lines were on the when you're putting air in your tires. So when you push it in and it goes up and down, I didn't realize that like it's slowly getting to the number that you want. But when I got the manual air gauge for myself, I started putting two and two together and was like, oh, that's what that number is. And it's the number in the door jamb that you want to put in. See? It takes me a while, but I pick some stuff up. Nana. do to my bedding? It drives me nuts. I'm like, well, what's the point? Just picking it. Just picking and chewing on it. Well, better on that than on my bed. I think mine are supposed to be 31. And some people say that like that there's like better performance for certain tires. I don't know. When I was reading online. But I'm pretty sure mine is supposed to be 31. I don't think Kirby was leaving. Was he? What is... No. Well, yeah, most gas stations are self-service here too. I think I pulled into one where all of a sudden the guy came out and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, this is the full service. And I was like, that they don't exist anymore. So I had to move. Yes, you get what you pay for. So I didn't get the cheapest, but I got kind of the middle ground tires at the time because I just couldn't afford to pay like hundreds of dollars for one tire. I think I paid like $200 a tire or something. I don't remember. But I remember the guy that sold me the tires fostered kittens, so I started trusting him more. His wife fostered kittens. But I didn't see him there today. Yeah, I heard that in Oregon. I don't know, is that a good thing? I don't know why they did that. Why did they do that, Kirby? I mean, I would totally be fine not pumping my gas, but I feel like, because I would feel safer. That's one of the things that's hard for me, is that especially when I go to gas stations in the evening, I don't like getting out of my car. But I'm always careful about where I go. But I think that's where it would be nice if there were some full service places. I do know how to check oil, so that's good. I mean, I haven't done it in years, but I used to do it when I had my old car. Who was pouring gas on what? Oh, you should so do that, Kirby. If you want, I can be the actress for you, and I'll be like, what's this number? Oops, I dropped the thing that was on the tire. What do I do if I drop the thingy? I often wonder about that. Can you buy the air knobs? Whatever they're called. Can you buy new ones if you drop it and you lose it? Because that's the hardest part. I wish they would attach them somehow so that you didn't have to hold on to them. Those damn cops. Well, that's good to know. Yes, the caps. But like every time my tire has gone like weird, like years ago, it always happens at night, and then I'm at the gas station trying to take the cap off, and trying to keep track of everything, and trying to get the air machine to work. And a lot of the gas stations still charge for the air. I finally found one near me that doesn't charge for the air. And I wanted to hug the guy, because the places that charge for the air, it's like on a timer, and then the air goes off. And if you don't have enough quarters, then you have to go in and get more quarters. It's freaking annoying. It made me want to try to find my own air machine. No, not the fuel tank top, the tire caps. Yeah, they charge money for the air. And then I read something that they weren't supposed to charge money for the air. I think I don't even know if you're supposed to, if you buy gas, they're not supposed to charge money for the air. I don't know. But I started going to the gas station. I rarely went to the gas station that I now go to most of the time, because they were the ones that were doing the air for free. And I was like, they deserve to get my money. The other place can go to hell. No, it's not a service fee. Look, these gas stations make plenty of money off of people. I think they can afford to maintain a little air machine. At least the gas station I go to can, so if they can, I think anybody can. You have an air tank? I mean, seriously, I would buy an air thing if I could. I was like, I never want to have to go to a gas station to do this again. Why are you chewing on that? Oh my god. Why do you try to eat everything? Come on, are you teething? You're done teething. Are you trying to make your teeth fall out? When there was full service gas stations, would they put air in your tires? I kind of remember them checking the air in my tires. Now they're like, screw you, do it yourself. Everything is self-serve. Even when I go to the market now, a lot of the markets have the self-checkout, and I rarely will do. If I have like one thing, I'll do it. But I always try to go in the line with the person so that people can keep their jobs. Because if we're going to automate everything, then we're going to have to change our entire economic system. Right, Lizzie? It's so dangerous. I'm pretty. The service stations here make good money because they sell a lot of stuff and they sell lottery tickets and they charge a lot for gas. They make a profit. Hi Pamela. Hi Jennifer. Were people like spilling gas on themselves and setting themselves on fire? I mean, here we've had people try to carjack people while they were pumping gas. So I would think it would be safer to have like full service here so that you wouldn't have to get out of your car. But if the fear is that people are going to spill gas, what are you guys doing out there in Oregon with your gas? They're like, it's a fuel party. I can just picture Kirby walking down the street. Air? Anybody need air in your tires? You want to see some pictures of cats? Or air? Do you need air in your tires? Air and kitties. That can be your business name. People drive off without paying? They can't do that here because you have to put your credit card in before you start pumping. Morning sandwich board. Yes, and selling donuts. Or you and Meta should open the latkes and air. And while people are getting their latkes, they can get air in their tires. Not all gas pumps are pay at the pump. Well, all they need to do is update their gas pumping thingies. Everything is a thingy. Good night, Tam. As long as he's not near a flame. Because latkes will have a back patio where people can sit and eat their latkes, and there'll be a parking lot, and that's where they can get air in their tires. You're cute. crazy. You fill and then you go in and pay? Those gas stations are just being cheap. They should change out their pumps so that you have to pay first. That's what all of them did here. Instead, they pass a law where you can't pump your own gas. They're like, forget adding the ATM to the pump. Let's just change the law. Yeah, it gives somebody a job. Huh, Nala? You're so cute. Are you smiling? What are you doing, Coral? Yeah. La 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 la. Brr, it's cold in here. Hi, Karen. An air meal. There should be an air meal deal, like with a $15 purchase of a family pack of latkes, you get free air. It's like at gas stations where if you fill up your tank, some gas stations will let you get a car wash. Or they give you a discount on a car wash. No, I've been trying to talk Meta into opening a latkes restaurant for quite a while now. And it's going to be called Latkes, Latkes, Latkes. One day, I have a dream for him and for my belly. My belly wants the latkes. Congratulations, Jennifer. That'll be fun. Trust me, I know it's cold, but I like it better than, oh, it's hot. The rain has been fun. I'm so, like, weather is just so exciting to me because we just don't have it. So, like, when I woke up in the middle of the night last night and heard the wind whipping around and the rain just, like, going down hard, I was like, this is so exciting. I even, like, got out of bed and looked out the window, looking to make sure my trash cans were still up where they were supposed to be. No, not Meta's mega latkes. It would just be latkes, latkes, latkes. Well, yeah, I mean, there's weather in lots of different states. I just can't leave LA. So I kind of have to deal with the weather we got here. Huh, Nala? Oh my gosh, that must be really loud, Ashley. Aww. You're so cute. Ah. What time is it there, Claire? Is it nap time? Aww. Oh, 5 p.m. is when I always want to go to sleep too. I was supposed to go to my client today, but the tires took so long, so I may try to go on Saturday because I have to be here tomorrow for the handyman. I need energy, Coral. Come here. Come on. What? Oh, say hi to Meta. Send him creepy hugs from me. Coral. Do you want to play? Alright. Really? You just ate. I don't want you barfing. I really should eat something healthy. And it's 10 o'clock. I mentioned the other night I was craving big chunks of garlic and olive oil and balsamic with bread. Well, I made it today. And it's probably not good to eat big chunks of garlic, raw garlic. My stomach's like, what was that? I've been burping all day. I did it after I went to get tires though, so that they wouldn't be like, get away from me. But I know it's going to be coming out of my skin tomorrow. I like crushed 3 cloves of garlic and put it in olive oil. It was yummy, but at one point the garlic was so like, it was spicy. Yeah, I took 3 cloves and just crushed them and then put them in the olive oil, and then I got my balsamic and I got my yummy puffy bread and warmed it up and then just dipped it and ate it all. And as I was doing it, I was like, this is probably not a good idea. You're not, like, I could do it when I was 30, but at this age, my stomach may not be happy about all this garlic. But I couldn't stop myself. Why? Well, there's none of it left to store in the fridge, but what happens if you store it in the fridge? Oh, how can she eat an onion like that? Well, I know that Trader Joe's has this garlic spread that is basically just oil and garlic that they somehow create into a cream. And once you open it, it only lasts a couple of days. Like, and it's white. So I have to be super careful because a white fuzz will start forming, and you, if you're not paying attention, you won't see it. So I'm super cautious with that. I don't know. My mom used to keep a jar of olive oil with garlic in it on the counter, and she would cook with it constantly, and we never died. Maybe it's a in the refrigerator thing, or maybe my mom was slowly killing us and we didn't know. Yeah, I've had garlic infused oils too. And I have olives that come in olive oil that I keep in the refrigerator, but I don't think there's garlic in it. Oh. Well, all those years my mom could have killed us and she didn't even know it. We're inside me. Well, I made enough just to eat today, so, and I can still taste it. It's like, it is so still right here and here. My stomach has been making noises all day. Hi, Dirk. Good night, Ashley. Yeah, I have to go down to Feral Kitty soon. Feral Kitty needs his cuddles. And he won't mind my garlicky breath because his breath is just horrible. I swear I've never had a cat with worse breath, except for like when Rob's teeth were really bad. I thought after spending $1,300 on Feral Kitty's teeth that his breath would get better just like Rob's did. Nope. Mm-mm. Just as bad. Yeah, my mom would keep it in a jar, and I don't even think she always sealed it properly. And she kept like a little brush in there so she could brush it on stuff. Uh-uh. So maybe as long as it was room temperature. I don't know. Maybe if I bake the garlic? No. You're so cute. Look at this plant. I don't know. I've had the vet check him out. The vet just was like, he's 13 years old. He doesn't brush his teeth. And white cats tend to have sensitive gums, and his gums get a little irritated, so he probably has like some gingivitis. But there's no reason to we can't remove all of his teeth or anything, so I don't think anything will help except for if I try brushing his teeth all the time, and that's not going to happen because he would eat me. He would slaughter me and then he would eat me. Hi, Zoe. Well, I know that I get this what's it called? I get a lot of stuff with olive oil in it. I don't know. Oh well, if I die by olive oil and garlic, I think it'll be worth it. There's worse ways to go. Right, Nala? No, it's not burps. He'll meow. He'll be like meow, and then and I'm like, oh. Because when I cuddle with him, he likes me to kiss his head, and he likes to lean up against me, and he likes to talk a lot, and it's quite evident his breath is bad. Nala, what are you doing? Just come on. Haven't you had enough? Don't you ever get tired? Faye is bad breath too. Her gums get sensitive. She's got that white cat thing too. Well, all I know is that I burned my mouth with the garlic, but it was worth it. It was so good. Are you stuck? I have one of those garlic crushers that just mushes through and then comes out the other side. And that, I think that's why it was so, because normally when I would eat it at the restaurant, they would chop it up, and maybe that would have been better. Because this just released everything in the garlic, and at one point, I mean, my tongue started burning. But then I thought, what if I let this garlic sit in this oil for a day? That would be good. Then I could add it to salad dressing. Yes, subconsciously I must know that there are vampires nearby. Yeah, Layla, I think it's white kitties. And Denise, his white cat, has bad breath too. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Look, you only live once. So, use that olive oil with garlic. And eat that bread. Yummy, yummy. We need to do your inhaler. Let me see. Yeah, garlic powder doesn't do the same for me. It's just not. I've tried doing garlic powder like when I make my salad dressing and stuff, and it's just not the same. I had to go back to fresh. I don't even taste the garlic when I use the garlic powder. So I had brewery breath. Well, Feral Kitty's teeth don't hurt him. He eats 3 cans of food a day. And if he were just swallowing it, he would be throwing it up. So his teeth are fine. He's just white and old. Time flies, boy. I keep getting those like Facebook things of like from 8 years ago and like 5 years ago and of the cats, and I was like, Fiona's not 4, is she? I'm like, I think she may be 5 now. I'm like, what? How does time fly like that? I can't stop burping. Oh, Zella loves to be fed. Well, that makes sense though. Poor Zella was like, I think when a kitty lives the life of being homeless and starving and being pregnant, that they'll always remember the importance of food. It's like Rob is still like that with food. Luckily, he doesn't shove his face into his food the way he used to, but he still will push everybody out of the way to get to food. I mean, people can win me over with food too, so I can't hold it against the kitties. A little boba tea and like vegan food, and I'm like, I love you. Yeah, Coral too. Coral's not, although Coral's not so food driven. I mean, she likes food, but I think she was young enough that she didn't have the panic that Rob experienced. Rob looked like he was 5 weeks old, 4.5 weeks old, but he was actually like 12 weeks old, I think, when they got here. 8 weeks, 12 weeks. So he was starving and he was the runt. So I think he really had to fight for food. But like Fig doesn't have she loves food, but she's not like she's fine being the last one to get her food. Sometimes I have to pick her up and take her to her plate so that she'll eat before the others get to her plate. She'll just be sitting there like, I was meditating. And I'm like, eat your food. Rob's gonna be over there to finish it in 2 seconds if you don't. It would probably be better for Lackas to open next door to a boba place. We want to keep it simple. But I think location is going to be everything. Maybe I should just open the boba place and then Meadow should open the locker place next door. Night, Vera. Oh wow, it's 10:15. I gotta go see Feral Kitty so I can get up early for the handyman. Alright guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to floss.